creating wealth isn't just about finances and money. It's about opportunities and creating influence that lasts. I'm Anfernee Chansamooth from Migrant Wealth Builders, and today I'm at the Sydney Opera House to meet with Dylan Goh, a street dancer turned cultural leader, proving that creative passion can open some powerful doors. Let's go meet Dylan. So how did it feel walking into the Opera House as a board director for the first time?
Magical. I think the Sydney Opera House has been an organisation and a place which I've been to a lot as a kid up until now. I remember in high school I used to go to the Opera House all the time for music. It's like an annual series of the Sydney Symphony Orchestra. So today, I guess walking into the Sydney Opera House as a board director feels very different and like a place of immense potential, opportunity, excitement, nervousness. I think what's coming up, it's a mammoth task to tackle, but I'm excited to learn everything about the Opera House and see where it can go in the future.
You started as a street dancer. How did that path lead you to here?
Earlier this year, kind of around July, June, July, there was a call out from the New South Wales government, which was asking about the Sydney Opera House, the Archive New South Wales, Powerhouse and cultural organisations. They wanted to have one young board member on them between the ages of 18 to 28. So I heard about this role, applied for it, and got it. And I think like in terms of street dance, I definitely think my diverse experiences as a street dancer, also as a marketing tutor, and someone who's worked in museums together beforehand, and also working in Australia and Korea, cultural exchange things. I think all of these diverse experiences helped my case in terms of why I would be committed to the Sydney Opera House. And I'm particularly passionate about advocating for underrepresented artists and communities. I think that aligns very well with It's Everyone's House strategy, which is all about opening up the Sydney Opera House to everyone.
So you've described yourself as a queer Asian Australian from the suburbs. How does that shape the way you show up in creative spaces like this?
In creative spaces like this, I think about who's in the room, who's not in the room, and I think about why is that the case? What are kind of internal and external factors which collectively determine whether an artist or whether a community member from those communities can appear at the Opera House.
It's really powerful. What would you like young people across New South Wales and Australia to see or feel when they come to the Opera House in the next few years?
That there is a place for them, and I guess what that means is when someone goes to the Opera House, I want them to see staff that look like them, I want them to see programming that resonates with them, I want them to see artists and communities who look like them. And one thing I do want to stress is I don't really align that closely with the term young people, because I think it's such a big term. How do you define a young person? Is it based on age? Is it based on sexuality? Is it based on cultural background? There are so many different factors which affect young people. So when I was saying when a young person walks into the Sydney Opera House, I want them to feel recognized, accepted. That is really about celebrating the diversity of young people and the diversity of interests that they have, and making sure that Opera House can keep up with that diversity with the range of offerings that they have.
Absolutely. Now, many artists and creatives struggle to make a living from their passion. How have you approached building a sustainable career, and what does wealth mean to you personally?
I think for me, I've always been sort of a jack of all trades. I'm passionate about my creative pursuits. I've always balanced that with other jobs and other roles. So I've been a marketing tutor. Currently I do marketing for a small business. I also run a dance group. Get funding from grants and some crowdfunding too. I also sometimes work with organisations like the Sydney Opera House who bring us along to run programs for them. So I think in terms of sustainable careers, at least working in arts and the creative field in Australia, my success and my experiences has been through diversification and not putting too many eggs in one basket. What does wealth mean to me? I guess the stereotypical response would be wealth in terms of financial security and empowerment. I think there's a lot you can achieve when you do have that sense of financial security. And think in regards to the arts, I see that happen a lot when artists have seed funding or they have people who believe in them, then they are able to incubate their early ideas and let it grow. But yeah, I guess beyond that, wealth can also mean like wealth in happiness, wealth in opportunities, wealth can also mean like abundance. I also see wealth in terms of generosity. So if you're wealthy in time, for example, if you're speed generative, if you're wealthy in money, speed generative, you can donate to one causes. If you're wealthy in social connections, you can help. So yeah, I guess wealth, that's how I see it. It's very tied to generosity.
I love that. All right, so how do you see street culture and high arts working together in the future?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think like often there is a big push towards hybridity. Like, okay, street dance and high art, or whatever high art means, and then like, I think we have to come together, we need to collab, we need to make a hybrid performance. But I think often a lot of work needs to be done first on listening, respect. Even within street dance culture, it's an umbrella term with so many different dance styles, which can eat, like, for example, hip hop, breaking, locking, popping, punking, and all of these different dance styles have their own communities and mythologies and histories. So before we jump into it, let's blend everything together. Why don't we take some time to see where we're coming from and learn about each other's ideas. That's what I would say first. If collaboration and alignment applies to it, that'd be great. But you should be building on a foundation of mutual curiosity and respect.
100%. All right, so I know you're still in the early piece of this journey. If your younger self could see you now, what would you want him to know?
You never know where you will end up. So follow your intuition, make smart choices, but also recognize that you don't know all the answers. And sometimes for you to find out an answer, you need to try something first and go down a road which you might not think obvious. And I think after you go down a road, after you give something a go, you'll be able to confidently say like, yes, that was the right choice, or no, that wasn't the right choice. And you can recalibrate.
Awesome. Final question. You're about to head off to Korea for some dance activity. What do you look forward to and what's exciting about this trip for you?
So I'm going to Korea for 2 weeks with my dance group talent session. So we are a dance group based in Seoul and Sydney. We're all about bringing dancers together to experiment and to grow together. What I'm excited about is friends, making new friends and dancing with them. I'm excited to attend battles, attend parties, attend jam sessions next to Korea, because I think we both have very different dance cultures and orientations. And I think I'm interested in that on cultural exchange, because this dance project involves 5 Australian dancers, 5 Korean dancers, and a cohort of 10 coming together to really look at how we can connect and break down barriers of language and different movement vocabularies. We all come from different backgrounds, from hip hop to breaking to punking to vocab to sometimes very traditional dance. So we're really looking at like how these different dances of different art forms, different cultural backgrounds, and language can be in the same room together and find connection and to feel something meaningful. So it's something which I can't do alone here in Australia, and it's a magic that can only happen together in person. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Dylan's story shows us that building wealth isn't just about finances. It's about opportunity, representation, and creating spaces for others to rise. I'm Anfernee Chansamooth from Migrant Wealth Builders. I'll see you next time.